The Baltimore Ravens will be a dangerous playoff team this year. Yeah, I know, we all remember Lamar Jackson's last few playoff performances. We remember the divisional round against the Titans in 2019. We remember the 2020 Buffalo Bills divisional game. And of course, you can't forget last year's AFC Championship game. Unfortunately, Lamar Jackson has been given the title Playoff Lamar in January, which has a very negative connotation right now. But I'm here to tell you that by the end of February this year, Playoff Lamar is going to have a whole different meaning. Don't let their record fool you. This year's Baltimore Ravens are a lot more dangerous than last season's. Just look at Lamar Jackson's numbers. He has improved in every category this season compared to last season, but it goes way deeper than the numbers with him. The Baltimore Ravens have been significantly better in the red zone this year. They have the top touchdown percentage in the NFL in the red zone, and they've improved a lot from last season. The addition of Derrick Henry cannot be understated. He leads the league in rushing touchdowns, and he's second in the league in rushing yards. They've been extremely dominant to end the season, winning their last 4 games by at least 17 points, including 2 wins against playoff teams. The Ravens offense leads the league in third down percentage, again, improving a lot from last season. It's clear that this offense, with the play of Lamar Jackson, with the addition of Derrick Henry, with Zay Flowers, Rashad Bateman, and this offensive line, they're a top offense in the league. Now it's for the defense. The defense is not as good as it was last year, and that's one of the main reasons that they have 5 losses instead of the 3 they had last season. But they're not missing the splash players. Kyle Van Noy has asserted himself as a top defensive end in the league. He is currently 3rd in the league in sacks. Marlon Humphrey, another splash player, currently tied for 3rd in the league in interceptions with 6. The Ravens also don't have any huge injuries to their key players. Unfortunately, injuries play a huge role at this part of the season, but the Ravens don't seem to have any that are really going to hurt them, which is huge. I know the Baltimore Ravens have come up short numerous times in the playoffs recently, but this is their season. There's a lot going for them this season. Last season, they were coming into the playoffs with the expectation of winning the Super Bowl. They were the number 1 seed, best record in the NFL. Everything was pointing to them winning the Super Bowl. This year, it's a lot different for them. They're the 3 seed in the AFC playoffs. They have the 3rd highest chance of making the Super Bowl in the whole AFC. The pressure is not on them as much as it is, I would say, Buffalo. The Ravens also just had a huge statement win against the Browns this past game. I know not a lot of people would see this as a huge win, but to me, it's a game that could have easily overlooked. Another thing I haven't even mentioned with this team yet is just the veteran presence they have. Not only has Lamar Jackson, Kyle Van Noy, Marlon Humphrey, Derrick Henry all played in many playoff games. Look at the coaching staff. John Harbaugh, he's the 2nd longest active tenured coach in the NFL. And he's won a Super Bowl. He's coached in Super Bowls. I mean, they have the veteran presence. They have the experience. And I know that doesn't matter that much, especially when they're going up against Andy Reid and the Chiefs. But still, it's something that you can't overlook, especially when they play in the wild card round. And here's some more reasons why this year's going to be different for the Ravens. You look at last year's AFC Championship game, the Ravens were the better team. They shot themselves in the foot multiple times. Obviously, you had the Zay Flowers fumble, but you had a couple bad decisions by Lamar Jackson. And in my opinion, and I hate saying this, it was kind of a fluke of a game, in my opinion. But I think this is going to be different because you look at last year, they had many opportunities in the red zone and they just couldn't finish. The Ravens have proven this year that they're a way better red zone team, as I said before. And again, you can even go back to their playoff losses years ago against the Bills in 2020. Lamar Jackson was a lot younger. He was a lot worse, a lot less developed of a passer. And again, they struggled to finish drives. A huge reason they lost is because they had a chance to tie the game late and they threw a pick 6 in the red zone. To me, Lamar Jackson is on a mission this season. He is determined to finally avenge his past playoff losses and finally get over the hump to win a Super Bowl. I think this is going to be different for them. I think the Ravens, I think they're a Super Bowl team. I do. I think their offense is the best in the NFL. I think their defense is going to come up more clutch than Buffalo's defense if they were to play each other. And to be honest with you, I just think Lamar Jackson continues to improve. I think he's the best passer that he's ever been in his career. I think this is probably the best chance they've had to win a Super Bowl, even though they've been the 1 seed multiple times. I feel like some people are underestimating the Ravens this season because of their past failures. I think obviously the Chiefs are the favorites in the AFC, but I think people are more higher on the Bills. But I trust John Harbaugh over McDermott. This team is clearly peaking at the right time. They're doing everything right. Offense, defense, even Justin Tucker's starting to play better, which he hasn't been the best, I'll admit. But even he's starting to play better. This Ravens team looks really, really good. I'm very high on them, clearly. I think they're going to make it to the Super Bowl. That's all I got. Let me know if you agree down below. Please like, comment, subscribe. See ya.